Well, welcome back to the broadcast, everyone. I'm so glad you guys are here. I've got some really unique and intriguing information to share with you guys today, and I'm actually excited to share it with you because this is stuff that I have been talking about for years, especially if you followed me over on Restricted Republic. But a Raytheon whistleblower has just come forward in an interview with VT.com. And in this interview, he drops a bombshell about some of the crazy and dark and eerie things that they are doing in Antarctica. Now, this guy claims to be a plumber. He said that he was hired to do some of the plumbing in the area, and he said he also stayed in some of those Korean War era style tents while he was up there. But take a listen to what he has to say.
So what was actually going on? What do you think was actually going on?
Directed energy weapons platforms operating under the false pretenses of science. That's what's actually going on at the South Pole Station. There are technologies and weapons-grade technologies on this planet that the average citizen cannot even begin to wrap their brains around. And that's why I'm speaking up.
So according to this Raytheon whistleblower, they have an entire center in Antarctica, which they, create, make, and use directed energy weapons, which, by the way, I've talked about this on my channel for quite some time, and they're not a conspiracy. In fact, I'm going to show you actual government reports, documents, and websites that back up evidence that this is exactly what we have. And you're not going to want to miss this because he even hones in on the fact that they may have used this kind of technology and even names a place for that. So, but as a quick reminder, before I dive in, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel and make sure you go up and hit that all button so you get all the notifications. Otherwise, YouTube will not send it to you. Unfortunately, they send it maybe to 1/20th, 1/30th of my audience. It's really sad. But make sure you are subscribed and make sure you have that bell check so you get these notifications because you're not going to want to miss what I have to say. Also, as a quick reminder, check out Noble Gold Investments at lisahavengold.com. If you guys have not checked them out, geopolitical tensions are escalating. Inflation is raising despite what they say. Stocks are sinking, debt is rising, and your own financial future is not looking too clever. Yet gold has endured every crisis, wars, disaster. There has been no calamity that has beaten gold. While paper assets have crashed and burned, gold endures every single time. You need to take a fresh look at gold, studying your profile. And right now, by the way, they're giving away this 5-ounce American the Beautiful coin. When you open an IRA with Noble Gold Investments today, I really want to encourage you to take a look. Go to lisahavengold.com and fill out this information. Click Get It Now, and they're going to send you this free gold and silver investment guide. Better yet, give them a call at the number on the screen and talk to someone in person. Let them know that I sent you. And I purposefully sponsor with them, by the way, because I absolutely believe in what they offer. All right, so let's dive into more information on what's going on and what this Raytheon whistleblower has dropped. Well, for starters, as I showed in the clip, he has divulged a bombshell that there are directed energy weapons in Antarctica and they are being used. Now, further in the clip, he goes on to state that they have actually utilized these on occasion. And he claims, and I'm not saying that this is a valid claim or not a valid claim, I'm simply telling you what this whistleblower has stated. He claims that the directed energy weapon that they have used in Antarctica accidentally caused, and he claims it's an accident, the earthquakes in Christchurch, New Zealand. Now, again, whether or not that is an actual fact, I'll leave that for you to decide. Now, here on YouTube, I'm not going to play the clip for you. If you want to see the clip, you can click the links on Restricted Republic or go to restrictedrepublic.com to see kind of the extended version of that. But either way, the claim that he made, again, it's a claim that they caused it. Again, whether or not it's true, I'll leave that for you to decide. I always like more evidence, but I wouldn't discount it either because there's been a lot of bad stuff that has been done throughout time, especially with government or government-linked organizations. So with that, what I do want to show you is this interesting article that I found, because it really screams that they absolutely have technology that can make, say, earthquakes, for example. Take a look at this. And this was done on Politico, a mainstream media news source, and it says Iran's foreign minister warns Israel it could suffer a huge earthquake. And this is very recent. This was October 14th, 2023. So let me hit the pause button there. So apparently, I would read that as, well, earthquakes come from God and natural disasters. So how can you, Iran foreign minister, threaten me, Israel, with an earthquake, unless somehow you have the ability to create an earthquake? Now, whether or not Iran has that is to be determined. Maybe it's just an open threat. Maybe it's a real threat. Well, we don't know quite yet. But what I do know is the fact that here in the United States of America, they actually do have directed energy weapons. Now, regarding the clip of the Raytheon whistleblower, I want to go back before I get into some of the documents. He actually talks in that interview, and I can't really share it for copyright reasons, right? But in that interview, he goes on to discuss Ice Cube Neutrino Observatory. Excuse me for that. But here it actually is. Take a look at this. It's icecube.wisc.edu. And this is the website, and you can see it's up there in Antarctica, there at the South Pole. They've got all the information there. And the actual thing that the guy references in the video interview is this technology, which is on their website. It's this digital optical module, DOM, which is what they developed. And he says this is the thing that is a directed energy weapon or falls in line with that. And here's kind of an image of it. This is the chronology of it. This is that same thing right below it that you see in that picture. But when you click on that, this is the DOM, digital optical module development. And you can see this is how they're building it, what it does. And you can see them sending it to the ground here in these final two pictures on the far right-hand corner of the screen there. And they actually send it down through the crust or through the snow there in Antarctica. So these are what he's referencing what he references could potentially cause these earthquakes. Now, again, this is one whistleblower who has come out. I'll let you decide on the facts. I always want more evidence on information. Now, the more evidence that I do have is the fact that these technologies do exist as far as directed energy weapons are concerned. In fact, it's straight on the Congressional Research Service website. Let's go directly to that. Here we have Congressional Research Service, Department of Defense, Direct Energy Weapons, Background and Issues for Congress. Notice this was updated just a few months ago, August 22nd, 2023. And here's what it says about their background on directed energy weapons. DE weapons are concentrated electromagnetic energy rather than kinetic energy to combat enemy forces. Although the U.S. has been researching directed energy since the 1960s, some experts have observed that the DoD has invested billions of dollars in DE programs that failed to reach maturity and were ultimately canceled. In recent years, however, DoD has made progress on the DE weapons development, deploying the first operational U.S. DE weapon in 2014 aboard the USS Ponce. Since then, DE weapons developed has continued. The development is continuing, with DoD issuing a direct energy roadmap to coordinate the department's efforts. The DoD has also introduced a high energy laser scaling initiative, which seeks to strengthen the defense industry base for DE weapons and improve laser beam quality and efficiency. Now, they go on to show some of the kind of lasers that they have. And you can see right here at the very top where it says Air Force Directed Energy Weapons Programs. They have Thor here, tactical high power, phaser, counter, and all these. And then you can also see the Army and their weapons, and of course the Navy and some of the weapons that they have. Now, they don't get too specific on what they actually do, but there are variations of directed energy weapons, and they actually put images of these weapons. You can see some of the weapons that they use here, and they are on everything from ships to planes to jets, to on the ground. Here's Thor, a DE there. Then we have a phaser demonstrator here. And some of them are also used, you know, to send signals towards people to keep them from rioting and protesting. They also have that, which I've talked about on numerous occasions. Here's a shield prototype that they're working on in Lockheed Martin. And there's quite a few of these, but these are their different directed energy weapons that they admit thus far exist. So there you kind of have some of the information on what we have here in the United States of America. Now, they have yet to come forward with anything specifically regarding earthquakes or the ability to make earthquakes. But either way, our United States government is now also trying to develop technology to protect themselves from a direct energy weapon attack, which I believe we should. I mean, if other countries claim that they have stuff like what I believe the Iran foreign minister is claiming, then we need to have a defense for that, right? We need to put money into that. But take a look. This is on defenseagenda.com. DARPA to develop new technology to protect troops from direct energy weapons. I hope they put some money in that for sure, because we definitely need to be defended against that if we have the technology to do that. Anyhow, I wanted to bring all this information to you. I think most of us are aware of the directed energy weapons, but there's always new information and new things that come to light that the average person and public doesn't know about. So I want to encourage you, share this video report with everyone you know, because we need to get the message out. And by the way, if you want to see a little more in the video footage, sign up for restrictedrepublic.com. Right now, Justice Knight has talked me into using a code. It's Holiday 2023. You can get it for $2.99 per month for the entire first year. If you want to check it out, that's a way to check it out. And for the whole first year, it'll be $2.99 per month. Use Holiday 2023. I really will never go any cheaper than that. This is kind of not even going to help us in financially speaking either way, but get to Restricted Republic and get the extended version. And by the way, we are also publishing the non-surrection video footage of January 6th, the most important critical parts that we think you need to see, and we'll keep updating that as well. And we just put out volume 1 today that you're going to want to check out on that. Anyhow, I love you all. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.